got all of the.
Oh,
Trash right here.
He's hurt. Oh! It's over. It's over.
Done. Hey, my boxing knowledge is impeccable. 6 rounds.
God, he got up again.
My 50,000 is saved.
And it was right now.
You bet it against Jake.
Yeah, 50,000.
We'll give that one right there.
Johnny boy, fight hype. What's your reaction to this incredible knockout? What do you think?
I think he did what he had to do. He went out there, took his time, chased him down, unloaded and got the knockout. So it's what we were expecting. I thought it would be earlier, but he got the job done. So congratulations to Joshua.
Bro, Jake.
What up, brother? What'd you think, brother?
Y'all can't say Jake Paul don't got hard, bro.
Wow, incredible, right? I mean, he kept taking the right hands, the left hooks. What did you think?
You can't say Jake Paul don't got hard, bro.
That's what I say too. What did you make of the knockout? Hey man, he was killing the clock. Jake Paul was killing the clock.
Do you think he fought the right fight?
Sure, you probably NJ, man. Maybe not the best game plan. Should have thrown a little bit more strong jabs. Conditioning, though, that's really what it got to.
What impressed you about Jake Paul tonight? Obviously, it was a brave and tall task, but look, what did you make of it?
Kudos to him, man, stepping up.
AJ, that's it. Oh! Let's go, AJ! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah, you ain't getting up from that, Jake. Ah! AJ! 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 Let's go!
Rugby attacking you, but he had to do what he had to do to survive, and he did that. So it's very difficult to go in like out the ring for 14 months and just be razor sharp with a guy running. And so probably 2 or 3 rounds more than expected, but fair play to Jake Paul. It was a lot tougher than I thought, and he took a lot more shots than I thought he could.
What's your reaction? I walk with you. What's your reaction? What's your reaction to this knockout? What's your reaction? I got you. I'm walking with you. What's your reaction to this incredible knockout?
Well, I wouldn't call it an incredible knockout. I would call it a matter of time.
A matter of time, right?
A matter of time. And you got to realize, Jake Paul had his hands down.
Bernard, any reaction? Any reaction?
So if we go past five rounds, is the wrap.
Was it a moral victory for Jake?
Always.
Yeah? What happens in that fight?
Huh?
What happens in that fight?
It'll be a different fight from the first fight.
Same thing?
Gotta give him a lot of respect, right? Stepping in there against a 2-time heavyweight champ.
Of course, bro. Dude, y'all ain't giving him enough credit.
Did you see it ending like the way it was going?
Man, Jake Paul landed some punches, bro. Some crazy punches, man. It's good. It's not his weight class.
What's your reaction? I walk with you. What's your reaction? What's your reaction to this knockout? What's your reaction? I got you. I'm walking with you. What's your reaction to this incredible knockout?
Well, I wouldn't call it an incredible knockout. I would call it a matter of time.
A matter of time, right?
A matter of time. And you got to realize, Jake Paul had his hands down.
Jake Paul is finally stepping into heavyweight territory for the second time in his life, and the pros have already finalized their picks. Joshua himself is not taking the fight easy. He says there's 0 chance this fight goes the distance. 1 round? Maybe. 2 rounds? Possibly. But there will be no final bell. He's making it very clear that for him, anything less than a knockout isn't a win. For Paul, though, even a loss could be a big move, a way to get bigger, stronger, and more seasoned in the spotlight. That's the weird part about this matchup. It's high stakes for Paul, but he could survive a loss and still come out smelling like roses if he plays it smart. Joshua, on the other hand, doesn't get that luxury. He needs the KO. Tyson Fury naturally is adding some controversy to the fight. With rumors about a 2026 mega fight between himself and Joshua, Fury is backing Paul to take this one. He's saying straight up, Jake Paul chins AJ 100%. If they fight, I'm putting £1 million on Jake Paul. Fury's take is classic. He's painting Joshua as a spent force and Paul as the up-and-comer, saying Paul's new chubby, bulky heavyweight look as if that's some kind of secret weapon. He's hyping it as a genuine toss-up. But Fury's bias is obvious. He has an interest in seeing Joshua fail because it makes a potential Fury versus Joshua showdown more compelling, more lucrative. Then you've got Alexander Usyk, the only man to beat Joshua twice, who is not buying the hype. He's confident in his take. If Anthony Joshua wants, he will kill this guy. According to Usyk, the difference between these two is massive. Joshua is an Olympic champ, a world-class athlete, and a Rolls-Royce of a fighter, while Paul is a YouTuber-turned-boxer, a fiat. That's brutal but accurate. Usyk's subtle jab at Paul is that showmanship and social media fame can't compete with years of elite-level boxing experience. He even says he'll pray for Paul, which is a mix of humor and warning. It's a fight where things could get ugly. Roy Jones Jr. brings a more analytical perspective. He knows what it's like to pack on weight and try to use size to your advantage. He points out that Paul has been building up, trying to prepare, but at the end of the day, Paul is not someone who grew up in the sport. Jones Jr. is careful to say boxing is a home run sport. You can land one shot and everything changes, but it takes skill, timing, and experience. Joshua has been landing these home runs since he was young. Paul hasn't. Jones Jr. isn't underestimating Paul's power or audacity, but he's reminding everyone that the odds are stacked. His advice is blunt. Go for broke. Land the home run. You're not going to outbox AJ. That's your only shot. Lennox Lewis sees Usyk's confidence. He's looking at this from the perspective of entertainment and money, but his prediction is simple. AJ takes this easily. He's acknowledging Paul for stepping into a fight like this. It's a big, brave leap. But in Lewis's eyes, skill and athleticism outweigh fame and hype every single time. Amir Khan is even more direct. AJ wins by knockout. He frames it as a potential moment that could put an end to influencer boxing, because if Paul gets caught by Joshua's right hand, nobody else in the YouTube space will want to step up against real fighters again. Khan's angle is about respect for the sport and the brutal consequences of misjudging real boxing power. Deontay Wilder gave a more interesting take. He respects Joshua's power and skill, but admits the fight looks scripted because of the clear weight advantage and the fact that Joshua is still active. Wilder points out that this is the first time Paul faces someone who is not just a one-off attraction or retired legend. The stakes are higher. It's professional. It's serious. But Wilder's concern isn't just prediction, it's safety. He keeps reminding people that fighters risk their lives in the ring. And above all, he wants everyone to come out intact. On the other side, David Haye calls Joshua a real clean athlete and warns that Paul could face lasting damage. He emphasizes the referee's role. Someone needs to be compassionate enough to stop the fight if Paul is trapped and taking heavy shots. Haye's framing is that the fight is borderline irresponsible. It shouldn't even happen given the mismatch in skill, experience, and danger. Conor Benn, on the other end, has given a mix of admiration and warning. He respects Paul for being brave enough to step in, admits anything can happen. But mentally, he's already siding with Joshua. Ben jokes about being able to beat Paul himself, but when you put Joshua in the mix, the idea of Paul winning seems slim. He gives Paul a 10% chance. He also teases the idea that maybe Paul has a hidden strategy, but also wonders if he's just mentally unhinged, smart or just mental. That's the weird energy Paul brings to the fight. Charisma, audacity, and a hint that he might actually see an opening where the rest of the world sees danger. And how could Oscar De La Hoya miss out on the opportunity? He's predicting a Jake Paul knockout. De La Hoya's history as a promoter and former multi-weight world champ gives weight to his prediction. Oscar sees the fight as exciting and, in his eyes, winnable for Paul. It's a reminder that even against overwhelming odds, people who understand boxing from a high level can spot vulnerabilities or opportunities that casual observers might miss. So let's break this down. Joshua is the overwhelming favorite, not just because of the resume, but because of skill, size, and experience. Every Olympic-level, former heavyweight champion, and veteran analyst sees him as a machine compared to Paul's unorthodox late-entry boxing career. Even those leaning toward Paul, like Fury or De La Hoya, are doing it with caveats. They see potential, not certainty. Paul's biggest advantage is his audacity. and the media circus he brings. He knows how to sell a fight, how to generate hype, and he's built himself into a heavyweight body. He's been preparing for power shots for that home run punch Roy Jones Jr. mentioned, but he's still facing a man who has absorbed and delivered elite-level power since he was an amateur. Joshua's history with knockouts, his training regimen, and his ability to handle opponents much bigger and more experienced than Paul is the elephant in the room. Paul has never faced this level of opposition. He's fought guys who are heavy hitters in the media or crossover attractions, but never a disciplined elite boxer with everything on the line. But what do you think? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more updates.